Well, hi everybody, good Wednesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Wednesday morning. We do have cloudy skies here in these areas here, at least mostly cloudy. There's more clearing in the east. The snow is pretty much done though from what we saw last night. As the day goes on, I don't have it drawn in here, but there is a frontal boundary. I can draw it in just roughly to give you an idea. A frontal boundary roughly about right here. It's pretty much a stalled out stationary front. It was a cold front that came south last night and then stalled out over southwestern areas. And this is separating colder air to the northeast, bitterly cold air well to our northeast, with slightly milder air to the southwest today. And that front will eventually move back to the southwest tonight. But we will have some clouds around during the day today mixed with some sunshine. Tonight, clouds staying thick in northern and eastern areas, a little more clearing to the south and west, and eventually even a little bit of snow in northeastern areas. Meanwhile, that front, it will have turned kind of back almost as a cold front and then stall out to our southwest. So tomorrow, it'll kind of be right about here tomorrow morning. So most of us will be chilly tomorrow morning. Milder air remains way out towards the west. During the day tomorrow, we'll see some partial clearing, although clouds staying pretty thick in the northeast. We should see a little more sun. Slightly breezy west or east winds. You can see here, we'll back up, look at the east winds. Slightly breezy, just pulling that colder air back into our area. So it is going to be a rather chilly day on Thursday. Thursday night, increasing clouds. This is in advance of the upcoming storm system that will affect us as we look ahead towards Friday night or Friday afternoon into Friday night here. In fact, before I show you any of the temperature forecast, we're going to show you a couple of long-range models here for Friday. So this is, again, today and tomorrow, not much. This is the European model. But watch what comes as we get towards Friday here. And rain and snow develop, and maybe some freezing rain in eastern Nebraska. Western areas, probably not much. So this is going to be roughly the eastern half of the area. But snow and freezing rain are the biggest concerns. Maybe plain old rain if it's warm enough in southeast Nebraska. This will then move out early on Saturday morning, move out of our hair, and then we get some maybe other chances down the road here. We'll talk about that though in just a bit. Let's look at the GFS model. And again, not much the next couple of days here, as the snow is going to be mainly in the northeast tomorrow morning. But then here it comes Friday afternoon into Friday evening. Let me back this up a little bit here. Rain, freezing rain, and snow. More likely to see some accumulating snow in northern and northeastern areas. A little bit of light icing is possible, including in the Tri-Cities area. Now, these amounts will be fairly limited. I think snow amounts mostly under an inch and ice amounts under 1/10 of an inch. But hey, 1/10 of an inch of ice can still cause some problems. So Friday night or Friday evening, the commute, you're going to have to be careful out there. This will then move out early Saturday morning, and pretty quiet weather for the weekend before maybe some more chances down the road. Temperatures for today. High temperatures will be chillier for most of us, but notice the difference that front makes right in here. So colder to the north and east, milder temperatures to the southwest. Even in the Tri-Cities, 35 in Grand Island, but could be up as warm as 42 in Kearney, 39 in Hastings. Tonight, chilly teens for overnight lows, bitterly cold air off to our northeast. Tomorrow, that colder air backs to the west a little bit here, so that frontal boundary is now more right in here. So we're looking at temperatures in the 20s and 30s for most areas, with those warmer 40s and low 50s back towards the west. Tomorrow night, another chilly night in the teens, maybe a couple of single digits out there. And then looking ahead to your Friday, it's going to be another chilly day, although some milder air is going to try to build in here to the southeast with that moisture. And that's why it could not only be freezing rain and snow, but also could be plain old rain in some spots. The big concern for freezing rain is right in here where it's going to be around 30 to 32 degrees. And then just plain old snow where it's colder up to the north. Milder air way out to the west as well. Some of that milder air out west is going to build in on Saturday. So we're going to begin to warm up. It stays kind of chilly in the east. Highs in the 30s here, but 50s out west, and then 40s right in the middle, as we're going to see some temperatures build back up over the weekend. So, again, summing things up here, again, the Tri-Cities, mid to upper 30s, low 40s today. Colder the next couple of days. Here comes that snow or freezing rain is what we're going to go with for the Tri-Cities Friday afternoon and Friday evening. That moves out. We'll get some nicer weather through the weekend. Next week, temperatures do start to cool down. We do have a chance of moisture on Monday, but there is a lot of uncertainty. The European forecast model hinting at snow and maybe freezing rain and rain, whereas, well, actually, I should say snow, sleet, or rain, not freezing rain, because it'll be too warm for that. But the GFS has nothing for us. So right now, I'm just going to go with the 20% chance. We'll see how things play down the road here. There's got a lot of uncertainty this part of the forecast, but temperatures do trend a little cooler as next week goes on. Not bitterly cold or anything like that, but closer to average by the middle and end of next week. North Platte, still pretty mild today in the 40s. Temperatures do come down the next couple of days. I did not include moisture in the forecast for Friday right now, but there will be clouds around. and then it will start to warm up this weekend back into the 50s, cooler 40s early next week. And just like the Tri-Cities right now, I'll throw in that chance of rain or snow, maybe sleet or freezing rain. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll see how things play out. There's just a lot of uncertainty right now when it comes to the Monday forecast. Beyond that, just like the Tri-Cities, it is going to cool off a little bit later on next week. Not bitterly cold, but a little bit cooler. But overall, still mild leading up to the Christmas holiday here. The Climate Prediction Center for the 18th through the 24th is putting us at likely, very likely, in fact, to be above average temperature-wise, which average highs will be in the upper 30s to near 40 by that point, and below average precipitation-wise, although there may be some moisture next week here on Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on that as well. Some forecast models hinting at some moisture. Well, I want to thank you all for watching on this Wednesday morning. I'll be back with you on Thursday with all of the latest. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.